Welcome. My name is Omelako. Welcome. I want to share with you how to build a business team or how to build a productive business team. It is very difficult for you to grow as an entrepreneur if you cannot build a team of people who are very productive. If you start one business and you want to grow it, you will need people who are that much committed and talented to work with, people who probably will even do more than than you expect them to do. So which means that you have to have the mindset, you have to have the kind of thinking that you cannot do it alone. You cannot build the business alone. Therefore, you will need people to work with you. And so you must also know how to pick the right talent, the right people. You must know what to look for. For instance, if you're doing an interview to pick a manager or to have somebody who can assist you, what are the things that you must look for? I think that you should look for people who are resourceful, and a lot of the times look at their background. If they were people who went through some kind of who work hard, who hustle, who went through some bit of pressure, especially for a business that is not so much big, that is not so much well known. Because you need people who will be proud to have to work with you in this kind of setting. A lot of the times when the person is coming from a well-to-do background, no much pressure, they don't need that much they don't need that much money, and parents are very rich. They don't have that experience, they don't have that exposure, they don't have that training to push themselves to go extra mile. So you're looking for people who are very resourceful, people who are hardworking, and you're looking for people who are also selfless. And a lot of it, how do you know they are selfless? Look through their background, ask questions. What are the things that they've been able to do, people that they have been able to help? A lot of the times those are good indicators. When you're looking for good people, look for selflessness. Look for people who are selfless, who are hardworking, who have sometimes have had to work to even support the family, support themselves through education. They have some high level of energy, and a lot of the times they are the best of people that you can work with. So look for those as well. Look for people, pick the right team, look for people who are resourceful, and then let them do the work. You don't pick good people, build a good culture, productive culture, and then you don't trust nobody. You don't trust any one of them. You are always, make sure people, whatever you employ them to do, you train them, you build a culture of accountability, of openness, and then you let them work. You let them do the work and push them to get the results, and also compensate them accordingly. Let people know that once they work with you and there's progress, they'll be paid well. And set some systems in place that most of their performances will also be linked to compensations and rewards as well. So when I sell more, do I get something out of it? When I do more, do I get something out of it? And make sure people feel appreciated. Build that culture where people are respected and people are trusted, people are held in dignity. That is how you get the best of team to work with you as an entrepreneur. Don't forget that. And then you also have to focus on what you do best. What is it that you do best as a business leader? You must be able to think and structure for the future. You must be able to pick the right talent, as I talk about. You must be able to come out with some procedures, some processes, some systems that work well for all of us. There are decisions that nobody else can take but you as the business leader, as the business owner. When you let those decisions go, the business sometimes will struggle. So there are key decisions that nobody else can make but you. Make sure that those, you pay more attention to them. We live in a time where you can work from anywhere. You can work from home, you can work from the office, you can work anywhere. Make sure that you create platforms where you are always engaging your team. WhatsApp is a fantastic tool where you can create groups, and you're always communicating with your key people, with your workers. You can categorize them. Maybe managers are here, those who are them on another platform. You can also put all of them there. Sometimes you can even do training on these platforms. They're very key. Some people will use Zoom, some people will use other video platforms, but WhatsApp, I think, works relatively well. Continue to engage. Make sure that they can always assess you and hold them responsible to get feedback all the time. train, and let people feel like I work here, I'm happy. You can let them. The choice is theirs, but at least make sure that where they work, they can be happy and relate to them as human beings. Because you cannot, human beings are not animals, human beings are not machines. Human beings have emotions, they have choice, they can think. The least you can do is to create the platform where they feel understood, at least to a certain limit. They feel appreciated, they feel welcome, they feel included, they feel like they are making contribution, they feel like they are needed and they are wanted at the workplace. You try to do that all the time as a business person. It's not you trying to be physically present everywhere and sweating that will mean that you are leading the business. A lot of the times when you sit down and you really sit and look at what you do well and you focus on that and let others do what they also do well, the business will work. And you can do a lot of things at the same time, because then you are working with your strength, and others are also built on their strength. Build the team that is productive. And if anybody else becomes so much despondent, if anybody else becomes so much some people join organizations, they're very happy, but with time you feel like they lose it. And when it gets to that point, when they become not much trustworthy, when they don't seem to care anymore about the business, let them find another place that they'll be happy. It's always the best. Let them find another place that they will always be happy. It's your duty to always prune the team. It's always train the team. It's your duty to make sure that the culture is a culture that is worthy and that is worth living in. It should not be toxic. The culture people should not be afraid to work with you. People should be very happy to work with you. People should not be coming to work and feel like it's a punishment. If you create such culture in your business, it will be very difficult, and then it will take toll on you. And some people will never, they don't have that personality to open up, to say that I can just do a little, but with another person, with other people, I can do more. So my name is Robin Darko. I'm talking about build a business team that is productive. Build a business team. How to build one. You start by picking the right people, and then you also focus on the culture. Build the right culture where people can work and work well, and people feel like they are making contribution. And also make sure that you let them work and work according to the best of the talent, and you also focus on the things that you know you do well. And there are decisions that you must make, and you must make them, and don't put those decisions on hold, especially when you have to let somebody go, or when you have to put a lot of, and always make sure that you have backup. Always make sure that you are always, and do a lot of interviews all the time. Do a lot of interviews all the time. Make sure that you are always building new team. People have backup all the time. That is the best that you can do at this stage. When the business grows beyond a certain limit, maybe some other people will come in. But if you have a business that is 100 workers or maybe 200 workers or less, get engaged in it. Pay attention to, especially the key people who are going to handle key positions in the business. Pay attention, engage them, be involved. Take the training yourself, because if you get that one right, a lot of things will be right. If you get those things wrong, a lot of things will be wrong. So my name is Robin Darko. I want to thank you very much.